Ad Creative tutorial for beginners. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about Ad Creative and how you can use this incredible software. Okay, now the uses for Ad Creative are immaculate. Okay, we're going to be talking about how we're going to be making the greatest ads, how we're going to be getting the greatest leads and conversions for those ads, and how we're going to be advertising it everything in the best way. Okay, you're going to advertise your brand, you're going to advertise yourself, you're going to talk about yourself through your brand and your ad, and it's going to be really easy. Okay, so to start things off, you're going to come over to adcreative.ai, right? Now, once you come over to adcreative.ai, here you're going to get a pretty basic interface. So here it says, number one most used AI tool for advertising. Generate ad creatives that outperform your competitors, which is exactly what we're going to do. Now, to start things off, we're just simply going to go ahead and to register. The sign up process is really simple. Trust me, I'm going to walk you through it all. So it basically takes you to the App Creative over here. And over here, what it's going to do is it's going to ask you your full name, your email, and your password. So that is exactly what we're going to add. I'm going to add my full name. Then I'm just going to use a temp mail for the sign up process. So I'm just going to add this email over here. And then it asks me my password, so I'm just going to go ahead and add that real quick. Now, once you add this, you're going to click on sign up and get free credits, okay? So you're simply going to do this and it's going to take you to the payment info tab where it might ask you to add in your payment info for the different pricings and plans that Ad Creative has. And the pricings on Ad Creative aren't too high, nor are they like too cheap. They're pretty standard, they're pretty average. So you just need to add in some necessary details and it redirects you to the main login page. Okay, and you can simply just save your details that you have with Ad Creative. Then you have things like, to verify your account, this will not be charged during your 7 days free trial. So that is exactly what you can do. Okay, just add in your card details. I'm going to add in mine, and then we're going to be right back and see if it worked. As you can see, my registration was successful, and this is what it looks like. So, welcome to adcreative AI. adcreative is one of the only generative AI for businesses who advertise, generate, conversion focused ad creatives. So, you can check the tour where they show you around, but I'm going to skip that. I'm going to explain things to you myself. Now, in your trial package, you get 10 credits, okay? And credits are pretty useful to you, which I'm going to explain in a bit. Now, to start things off, what the few basic things you see are brands, projects, competitor insights, inspiration gallery, and settings. Now, to start things off, we're going to come in brands. And in brands, what you're going to do is you're going to create a brand for yourself, something that you want to talk about. So for that, we're going to click on create brand. And once you click on create brand, it takes you through the whole thing. So first of all, you're going to add your website, right? So you can have them scan your website, but if you don't have a website, just keep this blank. Come down here, add your brand name. Like, let's say I want to name a brand called John's Shoes. Okay, I'm just going to call it John's Shoes. Brand logo. Then obviously you're going to upload your very own logo that will constitute your brand, that will represent your brand. Okay, so I'm just going to add a logo that goes with it. So there we go. There's my logo. That's a Nike logo, but you get the point. Then there's the main coloring. You could keep it as the logo is, or you can change it. I'm going to keep it as the logo is because it looks pretty good. Then you have your brand description. So make sure to make this as descriptive as possible, telling about your brand, telling people how, how your brand works, how good your brand is, etc., etc. So just actually talk about your brand a lot. People should understand what your brand is and how it works. And once you do all of that, you're going to click on create brand. Now, what that will do is it will create a brand in which you can generate ads in. So, like, we've created a brand called John's Shoes, okay? Now let's go ahead and actually create or generate ads in it. So we're going to click on generate. And over here, you get a few things: add package, add creatives, social creatives, and add text. Now we want to create ad creatives, right? Which is generate conversion focused ad creatives for your product. So I'm going to go on this. Now, first of all, you're going to choose the display size. Now there's post size, landscape size, story size, etc. So I'm going to keep it on post size, which is 1080 by 1080. Click on next step. Now then, there's the anonymous texts, which is your ultimate headlines and stuff. I'm gonna go with the ultimate shoe haven because that looks pretty cool. But you can actually change this using AI. If we click on these buttons over here, you can see that they actually give us really good AI options. So you can first of all translate it to any other language, then you can change the sentiment, which could be professional, informal, friendly, enthusiastic, humorous, whatever you want. Let's say I want to make it look luxurious. Let's see what it gives us. So look at that, luxury to your feed. Then you can ask it to retry if you want a different variation. So, you get the point. Then your punchline, you know, let's say I want to change it from step up your style to, again, luxurious, or you could go with nostalgic. There we go. Then there's the call to action, which could be buy now for 50% off, okay, which is basically a CTA button that people click. And then, you could add a call to action button. I would preferably, if it's a shoe store, go with a shoe. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna add that over here. And now we're gonna click on next step. Now this finally takes you to the background image. Your background image is going to be the actual image of your store, right? So what's going to happen is that I'm going to click on your website where you can actually take images from your website, or you can search images in their database. So I can just simply write Nike. And if we search up Nike, as you can see, they're going to give me stock images related to Nike. But obviously, some of them are going to be paid, even though they are really good in definition, but they are going to be paid. So we're just going to click on upload images and upload my own images that I have downloaded for, the shoes and all. So let's say I have one of these shoes, right? So I'm going to choose that. I'm going to add those here. And once you have added these shoes, you're going to select them and you're going to click on continue with selected. And there you are. Now, you're simply going to click on create a post and it starts generating ads. Now, the ad generation process may take up to a minute depending on your internet. It may take 30 seconds. It depends. It varies on your internet. So basically, once these ads are created, trust me, you will not be disappointed by the looks of things because the AI analyzes everything so well and it creates a whole proper looking widget, a whole proper looking ad, and it just gets the best practices out for you. And let me show you what the final products actually look like. Like they give you a whole library of final products, and I've already created a few for myself. So let me show you what the whole vibe of it actually looks like. So here, as you can see, I have a few of my downloads. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you can start creating ads like these. So this is a shoe ad that I created previously. Look at that. So you can create ads like these. There's different stylings. You can use this type of different styling as well for yourself. Look at that. I created an ad for a headphone as well. So you get the whole point, you know? And look at this, you get the whole suite of ads, and it depends on you and whichever ad you want to go with. And then any ad that you like, you're simply going to click on download, considering the conversion score is good, and you're good to go. So yeah, that's the basic beginner's tutorial on how you're going to be using Ad Creative. I hope that was helpful. If it was, drop down a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time. Goodbye.